Hello, and welcome to Code Your English. I'm really happy you're here with me today. If this is your first time listening, thank you for joining. And if you've listened before, welcome back. This podcast is a place where we learn English while talking about useful and interesting topics. So, if you want to improve your English listening and speaking, and also learn something meaningful at the same time, you are in the right place. My name is Jason, and I'll be your host today. I speak slowly and clearly so you can understand every word. This podcast is especially made for English learners, especially those at B1 level. That means you already know some English, and now you want to get better by listening and speaking more. So, don't worry if you don't understand every single word. Just relax, listen carefully, and try to repeat some sentences after me if you can. This is how you improve step by step. Today's topic is a very powerful one. It is called direction over speed. Why moving fast isn't the same as moving forward. That's a big title, I know. But don't worry. We will break it down and understand it together. The idea behind this topic is simple but very important. Many people think that moving fast means they are doing well in life. But sometimes we are moving quickly, in the wrong direction. And if we're not careful, we can get lost, even when we are working very hard. So why is this topic important? Well, in today's world, everything moves fast. We have fast internet, fast food, fast transport, and even fast news. People often feel they must hurry. Hurry to learn. Hurry to work. Hurry to become successful. But speed without direction can be dangerous. Imagine running fast, but you don't know where you are going. You are using your energy, but you are not making real progress. That's what we'll talk about today. In this episode, we will talk about what the phrase direction over speed really means in simple words. I'll give you examples from real life, so it's easier to understand. We will also talk about why people like to move fast and what can happen when they do. Then I will share how we can choose direction first and then move at our own speed, slow or fast. Finally, I will give you some easy tips to help you focus more on your goals and less on rushing. So, are you ready? Get comfortable, maybe take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey together. And remember, this is not just an English lesson. It's also a lesson for life. Let's learn how to move with purpose, not just with speed. What does direction over speed mean? So, let's now talk about what this phrase really means. Direction over speed. You may have heard this phrase before, but maybe you're not exactly sure what it means. That's okay. We'll take it slow and explain everything step by step. The word direction means the path you choose or the way you are going. It's about where you want to go. It can be a place, a goal, or something you want to do in life. The word speed means how fast you are moving. It tells us how quickly we are doing something. So when we say direction over speed, we are saying that choosing the right path is more important than moving quickly. In simple words, it means this: it is better to go slowly in the right direction than to go fast in the wrong one. Because if you move quickly, but in the wrong way, you may end up far from where you really want to be. You are working hard, you are busy, but you are not getting closer to your real goal. That is the big idea behind this phrase. Let me give you an example from real life. Imagine two people want to go to the same city. One person quickly jumps into a car and starts driving fast. But they don't check the map. They don't ask for directions. They are just going fast. After some hours, they realize they are going the wrong way. They have to stop, turn around, and go back. The other person, before starting the car, takes 5 minutes to check the map. They understand which road to take. Then they start driving. Maybe they are not as fast, but they are going in the right direction. In the end, they reach the city faster and with less stress. This is what direction over speed means. This also happens in other parts of life. Think about school or work. Sometimes people feel they must study fast, get a job quickly, or become successful very fast. But if they don't know what they really want, they may end up tired and unhappy. For example, someone might study for a job just because it's popular or makes money, but not because they like it. They work hard, move fast, but later they realize they don't enjoy their life. That's like driving fast in the wrong direction. Now, let's compare two situations: moving fast and moving in the right direction. When you move fast, you may feel like you are doing a lot. You are busy, always working, always doing something. But speed doesn't always mean progress. You might be doing tasks, but not getting closer to your goals. It's like running on a treadmill. You run fast, you sweat, you feel tired, but you're still in the same place. On the other hand, when you move in the right direction, you are going towards something that matters to you. Maybe you are not moving fast, maybe you take breaks, but each step takes you closer to your dream or goal. And that is real progress. Even slow steps are powerful when they are in the right direction. This idea is also important when you are learning something new, like learning English. Some learners want to become fluent very quickly. They try to memorize everything, speak fast, finish lessons quickly. But they don't build strong foundations. Later, they forget words or make basic mistakes. They moved fast, but not in the right way. Other learners take their time. They listen. They practice, they review. They go slowly, but they move forward in the right way. In the end, they speak better and they feel more confident. So now, let's remember this. Speed is not bad, but direction is more important. Fast action without thinking can lead to mistakes, stress, or regret. But when you take time to choose your direction, when you know where you're going, you can move with more confidence. Even if you move slowly, you are still making progress. I hope this makes the idea clear. The phrase direction over speed is not just something to remember. It's something to use in your everyday life. Whether you're learning English, working on your goals, or planning your future, always ask yourself, am I going in the right direction? Because that question is more important than how fast am I going? Why do people focus on speed? Now that we understand what direction over speed means, let's ask an important question. Why do people focus so much on speed? Why do we always feel like we must go faster, do more, and never stop? One reason is the world we live in today. Life moves very fast. Every day we see fast news, fast travel, fast food, fast technology. Everything is about being quick. If you want to buy something, you can order it online, and it arrives the next day. If you want to learn something, you can watch a short video. If you want to talk to someone, you can message them instantly. Because of this, many people start to believe that being fast is the best way to live. They think, if I'm not fast, I will be left behind. Social media also plays a big role. On social media, we often see people sharing their success stories. Someone got a new job, Someone started a business. Someone traveled to 5 countries in one year. And when we see all this, we start to compare our lives to theirs. We think, they are doing so much. I need to catch up. This feeling creates social pressure. It tells us, you must hurry. You must do more. You must succeed now. But the truth is, what we see online is not the full story. People usually share their best moments, not their struggles. Still, we feel pressure to be fast and busy, just like them. Another reason people focus on speed is competition. From a young age, many of us are taught to be the best. In school, students want the highest marks. In sports, they want to win the race. At work, they want to be the first to finish a task. In many cultures, people feel they must always do more than others to be seen as successful. This creates a race, not just a race with others, but also a race with time. People think, I must be successful before I'm 30, or I need to earn a lot of money quickly. But when we are always racing, we forget to ask, why am I running? Where am I going? There is also something called FOMO, which means fear of missing out. This happens when we think we are missing something important if we don't act fast. For example, if you hear about a new trend, a new job opportunity, or a new course, you may feel you must jump in right away. You don't want to miss the chance. But sometimes, when we rush into things without thinking, we choose the wrong path. We do something just because others are doing it, not because it's right for us. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine someone working in an office. Every day they try to finish their work as fast as possible. They answer emails quickly, jump from one task to another, and never take a break. From the outside, it looks like they are doing a great job. They are fast, busy, always working. But inside, they are tired, stressed, and confused. Because they are moving too fast, they make small mistakes. They don't stop to think, plan, or check their work. In the end, they may need to do the same task again because of those mistakes. They moved fast, but not wisely. This also happens in learning. Many people want to learn English quickly. They try to memorize hundreds of words in 1 week. They watch videos at double speed. They read fast, but they don't understand deeply. Later, they forget what they learned. They feel frustrated. They ask, why am I not improving? The reason is not that they are not working hard. It's because they are moving too fast, without the right direction or method. They are focusing on speed, not real progress. So the truth is, our world pushes us to move fast. There is pressure from outside, from society, media, and competition. And there is pressure from inside, our own fears, goals, and dreams. All this makes us think speed is the answer, but speed alone is not enough. We also need to think, to reflect, and to choose carefully. That is how we move forward, not just fast. What happens when we only focus on speed? So now let's look at an important question. What happens when we only focus on speed? What are the results of always trying to go fast without thinking about the direction? At first, moving fast can feel exciting. You feel busy. You feel like you're doing something. You're checking tasks off your list. You feel active and productive. But after some time, problems can start to appear. When we only care about speed, we begin to make more mistakes. We move too quickly to notice small details. We don't stop to check our work. We don't take time to understand fully. And because of that, we often need to redo things later. This wastes more time than we save. Working too fast for too long can also cause stress. When we are always in a rush, our mind is not calm. We think about the next thing before we finish the current one. We may feel pressure all the time, pressure to be faster, to do more, to never stop. This stress can affect our sleep, our health, and our mood. We may become angry or upset more easily. We may even stop enjoying the work we once loved. If we keep going like this, without taking a break, we may feel burned out. Burnout is when your body and mind feel very tired, not just from one hard day, but from many days, weeks, or even months of non-stop work or stress. When someone feels burned out, they often lose motivation. They feel tired even after sleeping. They don't want to work, and they don't feel excited about anything. It becomes hard to focus, and even small tasks feel heavy. Burnout is a serious problem, and it often happens when people try to move too fast for too long. And here's something that may surprise you. You can be very busy and still feel lost. Yes, that's right. You can be busy from morning to night, doing many things, talking to many people, working hard, and still feel like you're not going anywhere. That's because being busy is not the same as moving forward. You may be doing a lot, but if you don't have a clear direction, all that work doesn't take you closer to your real goal. It's like using a lot of energy, but not reaching a destination. Let me give you a simple and clear example. Running on a treadmill. A treadmill is a machine in the gym. When you run on it, you stay in the same place. You can run fast, very fast, even sweat a lot, but you don't move forward. You stay in one spot. Now think about life. Sometimes we do the same. We run from task to task. We do so many things. We move fast, but we are not going forward. We are not growing, not learning, not moving toward a goal. We are just busy. This can feel very frustrating. You may ask yourself, why am I working so hard, but not feeling happy? Or, why am I tired all the time, but not reaching my goals? These are signs that speed alone is not helping. It means it's time to stop and think, am I running on a treadmill, or am I really moving forward? When we focus only on speed, we don't give ourselves time to reflect. We don't ask important questions like, is this the right path for me? Do I enjoy what I'm doing? Is this helping me reach my goal? Without these questions, we lose our direction. And without direction, even fast movement is just movement, not progress. So, what can we learn from this? Going fast without a plan can lead to mistakes, stress, burnout, and feeling lost. We may look busy, but we don't feel happy. We may move fast, but we don't go far. That's why it's important to slow down sometimes, not to stop completely, but to pause, take a breath, and check our direction. In the next part of this podcast, we'll talk about that direction. We'll learn why having a clear path is more powerful than just moving quickly. Because, in the end, it's not about how fast we move, it's about where we're going. The importance of having a clear direction. Now that we've talked about the problems that come with focusing only on speed, let's turn our attention to something more powerful and more useful. Direction. So, what is direction? Direction means knowing where you want to go. It's the path or the goal you are working towards. In life, direction is like a road that takes you to your destination. It helps you make decisions. It helps you stay focused. It helps you avoid wasting time. If speed is about how fast you move, then direction is about where you move. Without direction, you can be very active, but you may not be going anywhere that matters to you. Having a clear direction gives you purpose. It means you know why you are doing something. It also helps you set the right goals. When your direction is clear, your actions become more meaningful. For example, if you're learning English, your direction might be, I want to speak fluently so I can work in another country. Or, I want to pass an English test to study abroad. This direction helps you choose what to study, how to study, and when to study. Without that goal, you might just learn randomly, and that can feel confusing and frustrating. Now, how do you find your direction? The first step is to ask yourself some important questions. What do I want? What is important to me? Where do I want to be in 1 year or 5 years? These questions help you understand your values, your dreams, and your needs. Your answers don't have to be perfect. They can change over time. But just thinking about them can give you a starting point. After that, it's good to make a simple plan. A direction without a plan is like a dream with no action. So, break your big goal into small steps. If your direction is to get a better job, think about what you need. Do you need to learn a new skill? Improve your English? Get a certificate? Write each small step down and start with just one. When you follow a plan, even slow progress is progress in the right direction. Now let's talk about the benefits of having direction. First, it gives you peace. When you know where you're going, you feel more relaxed. You don't have to rush or panic. You trust your path, and that helps you stay calm even when others around you are going fast. Second, direction gives you clarity. It removes confusion. You know what to say yes to and what to say no to. If someone offers you something that doesn't fit your path, you can choose to say, no, thank you, because you know what your focus is. Third, direction brings real progress. Maybe you are not moving quickly, but every step takes you closer to your goal. That kind of progress feels good. It builds confidence. It motivates you to keep going. You stop comparing yourself to others because you know your path is different, and that's okay. Here's a simple example to help you understand better. Imagine you want to go to a city you've never been to before. Before you start driving, you check the map, you look at the roads, you find the best route. Maybe it's not the shortest, but it's safe and clear. Now, you start your trip. Even if there is traffic or a delay, you don't feel lost. You know where you're going, and you trust your plan. That's what direction does. It's like a map for your life. Without a map, you might take wrong turns. You might waste time or feel lost. But with a map, even a slow journey can be a good one. The same idea can be used in learning. If you say, I want to improve my English so I can speak with confidence, that is your direction. Now, your next steps are easier to choose. Maybe you decide to listen to this podcast every day, or speak with a language partner once a week. These actions are small, but they move you toward your goal. And that is what real progress looks like. So, remember this. Speed is not bad, but direction is what gives your speed meaning. With direction, you don't waste energy. You don't feel lost. You move with purpose. And that is what truly helps you grow. Not just in English, but in every part of life. Direction first, then speed. Now that we understand how important direction is, let's talk about how speed fits into the picture. You might wonder, should I always go slow? Or should I try to be fast? The answer is, it depends. But the most important thing is this: direction first, then speed. It's okay to move slowly at first. especially if you are still finding your direction. Sometimes, when we rush before we are ready, we make mistakes or get confused. Moving slowly means you take your time to think, to learn, and to plan. This helps you avoid problems later. When your direction is clear, moving slowly is not a bad thing. It's smart. It means you are building a strong foundation for the future. Imagine you are building a house. Before you start putting bricks together quickly, you need a good plan. You need to know where each wall will go, where the doors and windows should be, and how strong the foundation needs to be. If you start building too fast without a plan, the house might be weak or it might fall down. But if you take your time to make a good plan first, then when you start building, you can work faster and with more confidence. You know exactly what to do. That's the best way to build a strong and beautiful house. The same idea works in life. Once your direction is clear, once you know your goal and have a plan, you can move faster with confidence. You will not waste time or energy on things that don't help you. You will make better decisions because you know what matters most. When you move fast in the right direction, your actions become powerful. Each step builds on the last one. You feel motivated because you see real progress. You don't get tired easily because your work has meaning. Moving fast is exciting when you know where you're going. Let's think about learning English again. When you start learning, it's okay to go slowly. You can focus on learning basic words and simple sentences. You don't need to speak quickly right away. But as you practice and understand more, your direction becomes clearer. Maybe your goal is to have a conversation with a friend, or to pass an English test. Now you can speed up your learning by practicing speaking more often, listening to more difficult podcasts, or reading books. Because you have a clear direction, your faster work helps you improve quickly and in the right way. Sometimes people worry that moving slowly means they are not successful. But the truth is, moving slowly with the right direction is better than moving fast without a plan. It helps you avoid mistakes, reduces stress, and builds confidence. Later, when you are ready, you can increase your speed and reach your goals faster. Remember, speed is like a car's engine. It helps you move quickly. But direction is like the steering wheel. It tells you where to go. Without direction, speed can be dangerous. But with direction, speed is your friend. So, always think about your direction first. Take time to plan and understand your goal. Then, when you are ready, use your speed to move forward with energy and joy. How to choose the right direction. Choosing the right direction in life is one of the most important steps you can take. It means deciding where you want to go and what you want to do. But sometimes this can be difficult. Many people feel confused or unsure about their direction. The good news is there are simple ways to help you find your path. It starts with asking yourself a few easy but powerful questions. The first question to ask is, what do I want? This might seem simple, but it's very important. Take a moment to think carefully. What are your wishes, dreams, or needs? Do you want to learn English to travel, work, or make new friends? Do you want to start a new hobby, change your job, or improve your health? Your answer to this question shows what matters most to you right now. Remember, your answer can change over time, and that's okay. Life is a journey, and sometimes your direction will change as you grow. The second question is, why am I doing this? Understanding your reasons helps you stay motivated.